So we came back from a trip, and you did something very incredible.
We can't talk about that. You gotta put warnings on that stuff.
Yeah. Does YouTube have an explicit box? I'm not sure.
But I do.
So, whoa! Oh my goodness. I thought you were kind of a hero. I thought you were kind of like Wonder Woman, and the more and more I thought about it as the time has gone by, I realized you're not a hero at all at the end of the story.
No, I'm a stealer of dreams.
Yeah.
I am.
You are the Harvey Dent
I am.
of this story. You are
A little bit.
You've lived long enough to become the villain.
No.
Your hatred for a certain type of tourist is practically legendary. You have a great hatred for the excuse me people.
Yes. An excuse me person are the people that push their way through the line to meet up with their family members that have secured them a spot in the front. So they push their way through, excusing themselves the whole way. Excuse me, all the way through a 60-minute wait to get to the front of the line in less than a minute.
Gotcha. You hate these people.
Yes, I do. There's much hate in me.
No,
It drives me nuts, basically, because the little girl in front of me, who's 3 years old, has the ability and patience to be in line for that long. And yet, these horrible people
think they're above the line.
There's black in their soul.
You're a person that if someone steps out of line or you've gotten separated, you will let other people in front until that person in the back catches up to you.
Sure.
As it should be.
You wait for them.
All right, so we're on a trip, and Fast Passes were at a premium, and the mine train had his typical, like, way too long a wait. We were traveling with a person who hadn't done the mine
who had
train.
never seen it before.
So despite us having seen it, not having Fast Passes, and not even having children that might actually enjoy this ride, we decided to actually stay in an 80-minute queue.
We're definitely staying in this line so that she can see it.
Yeah, within 5 minutes.
Not even.
There was four separate groups of
excuse me people.
80-minute queue, and you're just watching them travel all the way through, just excusing me themselves all the way through the line.
All the way up.
By 1, you shot me a look like, are you kidding me? By 2, you had balled up fists. By 3, you were trying to find other moms to lock arms with because the next person was going through.
And I found 2. Like, easily.
Yeah. Because it just angers everybody around. By 4,
ruins your time. Yeah.
Our person we were traveling with realized that this wasn't going to last for 80 minutes. She couldn't possibly deal with you dealing with them for the next.
Not going to happen.
So you basically said, I'm done, and walked right out of the queue. This time you went up to a cast member. So here's where you were very heroic. You decided to step away from the situation that was making you angry. You complained to a pseudo-authority figure who may or may not be able to do anything about it. She said she cannot do anything about it because the customer is always right.
Woo! That's where she lost me.
Yeah, the person who is excusing me and budging themselves in front of line, if she were to confront that person, she's actually not allowed to do so.
No.
Because they are always right.
They're always right. And that's where I lost it, because I was like, wait a minute. I'm a customer who was following rules. Every other amusement park in the world has a very, very strict policy of not budging in line.
Yes. This is very Punisher-esque. This is, you saw evil.
I did.
And instead of bringing evil to justice, which you tried.
I did. I tried very hard at the beginning, and then she wouldn't budge.
You fought evil on the same terms as evil. You became what you hate. So in order to calm you down, she gave you fast passes.
She gave me fast passes
to get to the head of the line. So here she gives you the tickets, and there you go, like, looking at all those people waiting in line as you go ahead.
So I went ahead in the line. So it wasn't I felt bad, but on the other hand, I followed the rules.
Victory was yours.
I talked to the person. Mm-hmm. I had a real fast pass.
Yes.
I didn't excuse me to the front of the line. No.
You complained yourself to the front of the line.
Myself.
Even worse. Instead of politely saying, excuse me, you went into a tirade until you got a fast pass.
Here's where the wheels fall off the bus completely.
When you were walking down the fast pass with both middle fingers up.
That's exactly what really did.
Yeah.
So, no, the part where I was like, I felt really crappy about it was when she's like, okay, how about if I give you some fast passes? I was like, well, that would be nice. But then she's like, how many are in your party? And I said, 3. And she looks at us.
And she sees a bunch of old geezers. She sees a bunch of middle-aged people.
And meanwhile, I had talked about the 3-year-old in line.
Yes. You're lobbying on behalf of all the little children that the excuse me people are pushing themselves through. And then she's like, I'll placate you and your children. And you're like, I actually didn't come with children.
I don't have any kids.
Came with a bunch of 40-year-olds.
Yeah, but she hasn't seen it. And she hasn't experienced the magic.
Yes, this 36-year-old hasn't experienced the joy that is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
I felt so bad, but still went on the ride. And went through in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which was really kind of cool.
Which is really
wonderful. But, you know.
Oh, you've become the very thing you hate.
Yeah.
Well done, dear.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Bravo. Full clap for you.
Yeah, right.
You showed them.
I win. Suck it, 2-year-old.